Hi, this is Uriah Duffy. I'm here with the new amp from TC Electronic, the BG250. I'm going to show you the gain and the intelligent tone control section. Come on, let's have a look. The gain knob here is going to work like any other gain knob on an amp. And you want to set your level until this light comes on. It's the clipping light. So I'm hitting pretty hard, it's not coming on. Let me crank that gain up. So you want that light to come on just on the peaks of your notes. Yeah, when you play as hard as you're going to and that comes on, you can back it off just a hair, and that's the proper amount of gain. This is important later on when you use our tube drive feature, as when you have more gain to drive that tube, it's going to open up and distort more. The next section I'm going to get into is the tone contouring. At first it looks like your standard bass, middle, and treble cut with set frequencies, but that couldn't be further from the truth. This bass knob, it's going to boost 100, but it's also going to cut 80, so it's different frequencies that it's boosting or cutting, which makes it a little more musical. Let me give you a little sample of something where I boost the bass a little bit. You can hear that nice full 100 hertz punch, which is great. Say a room is a little boomy, I would usually cut 80, so that's already built into the knob for you. I'm going to do this and play that same thing. So you can hear that it cut a much lower frequency. I'll set that back to noon for now. The middle knob does something very similar. When I boost it, it's going to boost an 800 frequency, which is really good for rock, especially if you play with a pick. So let me play something harder, more rock oriented, and I'm going to boost this. Now if I boost that mid frequency, I'll put it up to 2. And I can go a little higher with it too. And you get a lot more of that mid tone that will cut through a wall of guitars or double bass drums. The interesting part with this knob is that when I cut the frequency, it's actually not going to cut just the 800, it's also going to cut 500, and it gives you a nice scooped sound for funk. Now I'm going to cut that and then do a little slap funk stuff and see what happens. So you can hear you've got that low and the high, and the mids are scooped out nicely. It intelligently contoured that's pleasing to the ear. The next knob is the treble. And the treble is also a cool feature. It's going to boost a certain amount of high end, but when you do, it's also going to boost the tweeter tone. The tweeter on the amp is going to open up a little more, and that's really good for tapping or any kind of solo bass stuff. And I'll give you an example of that. Now let me open it up and make it a little more airy. Hear all the taps and all the clicks and stuff, if that's the type of style you like to play. Also, if I want to cut it, it's going to cut, but not as high as a frequency. Back at noon, the tweeter comes down, it's softened, and I'm going to cut some of those bright frequencies, and a sound like this, with the treble rolled off, is best, I'd say, for maybe a Motown sound, where if I was going to play. So you don't have those harsh treble frequencies. And I was able to do that all within a matter of seconds just using the intelligent tone contouring of the BG250.